What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's an exciting day, first day on the brand new sled. First off, a huge thank you to Mountain Toys in Cochrane, Alberta for giving us the opportunity to ride this brand new 9R and also this brand new boost. We also just put the Brant track on it and have been doing some reviews on there, so make sure to watch those videos. But today, the focus is on the 9R. So last season I had the opportunity to ride a 9R from Mountain Toys as well. Almost identical sled, but it was a 165 with the 3¼ inch track. And honestly, that sled was amazing. I had so much confidence in it. It was so light, so nimble, great throttle response. So I wanted to get something similar, but I got a shorter track this year. Just see how much more playfulness we can get out of it and see if it's still just as capable. So I'm really excited to see the difference in that track length. Today, we're gonna run it bone stock. As you can see, we still got the foams on the boards. She is brand spanking new. And we're gonna just see how it does. And then right away, we're gonna go ahead, put in the SRP clutch kit, and we're gonna put on the cat track. So I did get this one with the 275 track, so maybe it's not gonna do entirely justice. The 3¼ is definitely a better track, but I knew I was gonna be swapping it out right away with the cat track, so we'll see the difference between the two. Once again, just super grateful for the opportunity from Mountain Toys to be able to ride a brand new sled like this. So if you guys are in the market for gear, parts, new machine, be sure to check them out. An incredible team. The cool thing is, if you like what you see throughout the season, these two sleds are for sale at any time. You guys can buy these, and Mountain Toys is actually gonna give us new sleds to replace them. So we encourage you guys to reach out. These are gonna be wicked running machines with some very tasteful bolt-ons. So if you guys want to take these off our hands, part of me doesn't want you to, but also encourage you to reach out, because the reality is we're gonna get some new ones to replace them. So don't hesitate. But for now, I'm gonna get this thing broken in. Let's go find some snow. As you can see, guys, we've got some pretty incredible conditions again today. So it's going to be a good test for the 9R. We'll be able to get some RPMs with the stock clutching and just seeing what it's doing for track speed. And we'll be able to compare that right away tomorrow with the SRP clutching and the cat track. So it's going to be a really good contrast. Okay, we'll kind of go to the same path as the other guys and just try to cut up this and see if we make it. Break in brand new sled. Okay, gonna do a little turn and bird. Got a bit of an opening and just see what we get for miles per hour.
not too shabby. It's moving good.
Is that on?
Yeah. Shoot, I might have been able to, so close. If I would have just committed, I might have been able to do it, but I gave in. See what we can do over here. Oh yeah. Oh God. Here we go. This track is honestly impressing me. It's truing really well. I'm loving it. Yes! So good.
Okay, let's debrief the bone stock 9R. Overall, I was actually quite impressed. I didn't have that high of expectations with the 275 because my experience with this track, I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. It spins and it feels fun because it spins a lot, but it doesn't really move a ton. But today, actually, just with the setup snow, there's a good base and a lot of light powder. It worked extremely well. So with the stock clutching, we were always around that 8,600 and about 42 miles an hour. So those will be kind of our benchmarks to compare with the cat track and the clutching to see what we do gain. Straight out of the box from showroom to mountain, man, this was so much fun. Playfulness is so high on this. I really, really enjoyed riding it. And honestly, did not have that many limitations. Of course, with the shorter track and the NA, momentum is your friend. You need to just stay on it. But that's the beauty about these is I just have so much confidence because I can just hold it wicked and still stay in control. Where as a boost, you hold it wicked while you're doing 100 miles an hour before you know it. It's more fun to drive a slow vehicle fast as opposed to a fast vehicle slow. And I thought that applied perfectly to this. I can ride this much closer to its full potential than I can a boost. And there's just a sense of confidence and fun in doing that. So I just love it, and I'm really stoked to see what kind of difference we're gonna see with that cat track and the clutching. It's only gonna get better. So we'll cue that time lapse, get this track swapped out, put the clutching in, and then we're gonna get those results to you right now. Hit the snow tomorrow. Let's do that. All right, we are right back into the goods. I haven't really gotten on it just yet, but I can definitely tell that track just wants a chew, and that clutching has just made it that much more snappy. So I'm excited to drop in here and actually get some pulls on it, see what we're doing for RPM, track speed and whatnot. But so far I can just feel it is eager to go.
So you can see I'm a little clipped out here. So hopefully she wants to bite and be able to climb. Wow. Traction is insane. It is just jumping out of the snow. Here's a good test. Kind of start with no momentum. See if we can get up and cut back. Guys are just above here. It was going like a bat out of hell, but kind of just got a little too vertical on this pillow. Let's do that again. Oh my God. The thing literally leaps out of the snow. That is incredible.
Jesus. Best way to describe this thing is it is just violent. I've never been super showy, like big aired out bow ties, re-entries. I can't even help it with this thing. Like it literally jumps out of the snow. And man, that just blows my mind. It is insanely playful. Just the combination again of that track. I keep saying it over and over again, but the track digs so hard and then there's just so much torque, instant throttle response. The combination, the thing will literally do backflips standing still. Oh man, it is so much fun.
Wow. Holy man, this thing gets going. It keeps catching me off guard. Did not expect to have that much speed there. Wow. Okay, let's have a look. RPM, miles per hour up a straight hill, see what she does. I only caught a glimpse at the end. I saw 42. I don't know if it got higher or not, I couldn't tell. It felt like 100 miles an hour though. Yeah, it feels like an absolute rocket ship.
Okay, let's talk about it. Straight out of the box, not gonna lie, I was very impressed how well this worked, stock clutching, and with the 2.75. Well enough that I was honestly a little skeptical of how much room there was for improvement with the SRP clutching and the cat track. And it took about 4 minutes to realize how much better it is. I'm sure you guys will be able to tell in the video, just listening to it and just seeing how much more aggressive the sled was with the clutching and the track. I am so sold on the Arctic Cat track. The thing just chews. You can just feel it wanting to push you forward. And the clutching, it just feels like an electric motor, just instant throttle response. And it's just 0 to 100 immediately. And it just keeps you there as long as you hold it. I was impressed with it. Bone stock, a great machine. And the clutching and the track was just that extra bit. For a relatively inexpensive upgrade, I feel like it really did just make that extra difference with this sled and made it that much more playful. I've never been a super showy rider. I was always more of a technical rider. I never really whipped out the big bow ties and stuff. And with the clutching and the track, the thing wanted to do backflips out of the snow. I hope it comes through in the video that you guys can see the difference and hear the difference in the sled. But honestly, just it blew me away. And so as far as technical data is concerned, I was still about that 42 mile an hour track speed, but the ground speed felt so different. It felt so much faster because there's just so much more traction and it was just being put to the ground immediately. Crazy ground speed difference. And of course, that is just a combination of the track and the clutching together. So all in all, yes, I was absolutely impressed with this machine right out of the gate, to the point of where I didn't know if it could get that much better. But let me tell you, it was instant day 2 with the clutching and track. You can just feel that difference so quick, and I know you guys will be able to hear it too. Very impressed, and I'm excited to put more time on this sled. But let me tell you, we know the SRP clutching is proven, and that in combination with this cat track, and this is a combination we're running on almost every single sled in the fleet this year, it does not disappoint.